Hi, I'm Christian Westcott and you're watching NRL Hunter UK. If you're wondering what to expect at one of our matches, then stay tuned. Okay, so what we're going to do today is just have a little tabletop demonstration of what to expect when shooting a stage at one of our NRL Hunter matches here in the UK. Laid out on the table, I've got some props to be able to walk you through what to expect. We've got an RO who may also double as a spotter and may also double as the scorer for a stage. There will be a minimum of one RO per stage. We have our shooter, and then we also have marked out in what here is our stage area. We also have some other areas marked out. So in this example, we have 3 pegs which indicate where you should be looking to identify your targets downrange. And over here, we have 2 shooting positions marked out. Not every shooting position at our matches will be marked. Some stages will not indicate a particular shooting position. It's therefore up to you to build a position wherever you see fit within the marked shooting area. If you're shooting multiple positions within that shooting area, you must ensure that you move at least a full arm's width away from where you took your last position from. But like I say, if shooting positions are indicated, then you should shoot from those positions. We will indicate shooting positions in a variety of ways. The first one being, you may find flags located in the ground, or let's say that you're shooting off something like a large rock or a tree stump. We will indicate the shooting positions maybe with the use of some spray paint. The general stage area will be marked out in a similar way, either with the use of flags or spray paint, but it will be very, very clear to you. Okay, also in this example, out on the range, we've got the Union Jack here, which is indicating a target, a stage placard, I should say. And then we've got one target and a second target. Our targets will typically be animal shaped, and they will also, for centrefire matches in particular, be shaped to the size of the vital area of the animal. Okay, so what happens when you come to shoot a stage? The RO will invite you to confirm that you understand the course of fire. When you do say that you understand the course of fire, the RO will then start your 4-minute timer. If you're shooting as a team, it will be a 6-minute timer. You will then come up to the stage, and this should be the first time that you're seeing the stage because all stages are blind, which means you shouldn't be seeing the shooting positions from the holding area, you shouldn't be seeing the targets, and you also should certainly not know the ranges for those targets. It's very important that you remember that the only time you should be using your binoculars or any other telescopic device is when you're within the stage area and under the timer. If anybody is caught trying to identify targets in the field when not on a stage, then that could result in a match disqualification, a match DQ. So please just remember that. So when you come up to the stage, the first thing that you want to do is you want to identify the 3 markers that give you an indication of where your targets are out in the field. It wouldn't be practical to expect you to scan the entire range looking for your targets for that particular stage. So what we do is we set 3 pegs in the ground, okay? And these pegs, if you were to draw a line from the backmost peg through each peg, the one on the right and the one on the left, draw a straight line out, that gives you then an area out in the field where your targets will be located. It's just to help to narrow down the search area. What you then do is identify the targets, range them, and then once you're ready, you then need to move to the shooting positions to start engaging the targets. If we have one target in the field, there will be 4 positions to shoot from. If we have 2 targets in the field, as in this example, there will be 2 positions to shoot from. And if we have 1 target in the field, there will be 4 positions to shoot from. You can choose whichever position to start firing from. That's completely up to you. And remember, if there's no marked positions, then you can choose where to build your position to engage the targets. You can also build the shooting position in any way you want. You can go prone, you can use your tripod, you can use sticks, you can use a shooting bag to rest against something. You could use tripod rear, whatever gives you the most stable shooting position. Just understand, however, that certain shooting positions may be placed so that you are limited in your options of the type of position you can build. It is our intention to try and test your marksmanship shooting from multiple different positions. We want this to be varied and interesting, and we also want this to serve as an education. Maybe there's a certain shooting position that you never use out in the field when you're hunting, and we want to just expand your use of different shooting positions. Okay, so in this example, we have 2 shooting positions and 2 targets. So you'll move to shooting position number 1, and at number 1, you're going to engage each target in order. Unless otherwise advised, you will always be shooting from left to right, left target to right target, or from near to far. Now, near to far could be in a zigzag pattern, but always remember near to far, and the first target will always be indicated because it will be the target that is closest to the stage placard. Okay, and that stage placard might have a number 1 on it or a letter. Okay, so you will take your first shot at target number 1. If you hit, you score 2 points. If you miss, you will re-engage, and if you hit on that second shot, you will score 1 point. So we reward first time hits. If you miss with both shots, you have to move on from that target. So once you've finished engaging target number 1 from the same shooting position, you'll engage target number 2, same routine. Once you've finished engaging target number 2, you will move to shooting position number 2, and you will re-engage now the first target. Again, first time hit rewarded with 2 points. If you need to take a second shot because you missed on your first one, you'll only score 1 point. If you miss with both shots, you move on. So you'll move on to the next target, and again, you've got 2 attempts at that target. At that point, you've had 4 attempts at 2 targets, 2 attempts at each target, and that is your full opportunity of 8 rounds finished, hopefully all within the 4 minutes. If you have, let's say, 1 target and 4 positions, same routine. From the first position you engage that 1 target, you'll have 2 opportunities to hit it. Second position, 2 opportunities to hit. Third position, 2 opportunities to hit. Fourth position, 2 opportunities to hit. 4 targets from 1 position, you will stay in the 1 position. You will engage the first target and have 2 opportunities, and so on to the second, third, and fourth target. The maximum round count on any stage is always going to be 8. Assuming you have first round impacts on every stage, the maximum rounds you will have used will have been 4. Okay, for further targets, we will use something like a Hornady hit marker to show when you've actually hit that target. Sorry if that's blinded you. These things can be quite bright, and as you can see, they're very, very sensitive. But yeah, we want to make sure that every impact is recognised. Now, stage flow, match flow is very important to us. So once you finish shooting, it's very important that you store all of your gear quickly, confirm your score with the arrow, sign for your score, and move on to the next holding area to prepare yourself for the next stage. We will be running a system where you will be randomly selected for the shooting order, and you will maintain that same shooting order through every stage. Now that does mean at your first stage you'll be given some time just to get yourself settled in and ready to go to shoot that stage. But once you've shot that stage and you move up to the next stage, you'll have plenty of time to prepare. What else should I say? Didn't cover this off in the first video about equipment because I wanted to mention it here. But this is the most important thing you will carry with you on the day. And don't worry, we will have spares if you lose one or forget to bring one along. But if at any time you're found with a rifle that doesn't have one of these in the chamber unless you're actually shooting, that will be a warning first time, and could ultimately lead to a match DQ if you have repeat offences. It's very important that we maintain a cold range, and unless you are ready to engage targets, there shouldn't be anything else in your chamber other than one of these safety flags. So once the timer starts and you move up to the stage, it's important that you put your rifle facing in a safe direction, find, range your targets, then you can move to your shooting position, remove your chamber flag, insert your magazine, and start engaging targets. As soon as you have finished engaging targets and your stage is over, drop your magazine, insert your chamber flag, show clear to the arrow, and only at that point can you exit off the stage. Okay, so I hope that's been very clear to everybody. Hope you found the video informative, and we really look forward to seeing you at an NRL Hunter UK match.